Greetings, my brothers and sisters, in the name of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. This is the Jesus Christ who today is calling for you to hear from Him. You have never given Him a chance. This time, try to give Him a chance. Try during this time to listen to those that you have never listened to. Try in this time to go and check places where you have never been to. Try this time to check perspectives that you've never wanted to consider. Try this time to listen, at least for once, that somebody can talk. Try this time, if you've never said anything, to say something. Perhaps that which you could say, it could save the world. This is the time that seeks for people and everything to do differently. We cannot continue in the same way, even in our houses under lockdown, to do the same things. Let us try to do things differently. If you've never tried to respect, this is the time to try it. If you've never tried to love, this is the time to try it. The world is fast changing. The only people that aren't changing, the only thing that is not changing is the people in the world. So this is the time that we ask, that we think is proper, that we need to relook at how we think, relook at how we speak, relook at how we behave. And that, I believe, is the one that can make us to live or to be spared in this moment. May God bless you. May God be with you. I think that which you are looking for, it is not in the place which you are. I think that which you are looking for could just be somewhat outside your box, right? It could be outside your environment. So most of you may have gone not to look at those that you've listened to for the longest time. Perhaps you need to be looking for new people, looking for new voices, looking for something that can speak something fresh, a new beginning in your life. God is placing us back to the beginning. If you want to find where the beginning is not on the books written some 100 years ago. Perhaps they've written about how the evolution has come. Perhaps they've written about the greatest revolutions. They've written again the greatest story in history. But there's one book that I know that has spoken about the creation of the world, and that is the Bible. During this time, I think good reference could be to the book of Genesis. Let's check how things are. At least it's recorded from that time. Any other literature looks like it's recorded from the time after the recorded part of the Bible became. It is not time to argue right now and to reason out how was the Bible written. It is not time to argue out who was it written for, who wrote it. Like I said, sometimes reasoning a lot is something that has gotten us into a problem. The coronavirus was not reasoned to. Here it is. We are facing something that never reasoned with you. Try to reason with it. Let's see. You are even unable to reason with it. So your reasoning is limited. So that's exactly what the problem of humankind is, to reason. Sometimes you need not reason. This is the problem of humanity, to talk. But what I know in the book of Revelations is that when God made man, man did not start by talking. It started by God speaking. So man, the first time when he was made, according to the ancient recordings of the Bible, is that when mankind was made, the first thing that was made to him to do was to listen, and the voice that came to him was the voice of God. It was not the voice of children. It was not the voice of leaders of the world. It was the voice of the Lord. If we listen to God at this time, it will be easy for us to be listening to our leaders. If we listen to God this time, it could even be easy to listen to ourselves. We have never been, most of us, to ourselves and check really what ourselves are looking for. We have been the ones telling ourselves what they need to do. This is the time, my friend. This is the time, my brother. I am not better than you. I'm just like you. Some of you are even better than me. Some of you are even more famous than me. Most of you are even rich. Most of you have got stuff. So it's not about that. It's about for you to go look out that which you never had. Because that is where this time you could be restarting and rekindling your life. All I know is that everything will be restarted. You need to find out a way to restart. You are being warned. You need to find a way and a place to restart. You need to find a place and a way to restart. If you don't, you would be caught lagging. If you don't, that which you have, when the sun rises again, you may not have. Do you want to save it and do you want to preserve it? Look for a new way. I say a new way. I say a new way. May God bless you in the mighty name of Jesus Christ. Shalom.